Warrior. Welcome to Mobile Legends. You've just begun your gaming journey, not knowing anything. Or you're an unemployed person creating a smurf because you lose too much in your other accounts. In Warrior rank, they're either a newbie, a bot, or a veteran player who struggles in higher rank. Elite. Just a Free Fire kid reaching elite with sheer luck, zero knowledge, and by simply tapping every possible button. They only reach this rank because everyone is a bot, and they don't even know how tower works, and walk inside the tower as if they're immortal. Master. One half of the players are spamming Marksman and Alucard because they help them out of elite, and they thought their lifesteal makes you unkillable, only to be one-shotted before they can even trigger lifesteal. The other half? Let's say they're players who struggle in Mythic and rank down every season just to boost their ego. Grandmaster. They understand the very basics of the game, and they start experimenting with items because Grandmaster players watch some TikTok and see someone one-shotting, surviving a 1 versus 5, and coming out on top without knowing it's creation camp, and think they can do the same, only to see the enemy killing you over and over again, and when it doesn't work out, still decide to blame everything, the lag, potato device, or their neighbor's dog.
Epic! Welcome to hell!
It's not Land of Dawn anymore. It's Land of Dark system, where every nightmare comes true and no one wants to tank. In this rank, you'll see Mia mid, Layla jungle, Nana gold lane, and still no tank. Also, don't forget that MM loves to attack Beleric with vengeance, as if their life depends on it. And there's no such thing as meta heroes. They'll pick whatever they want, believe they're the best, only to be humbled by smurfs, or players who are lazy to climb ranks. Epic rank is the rank where AFK players are better.
Legend, welcome to hell, part 2.
Epic 2.0 players start to understand the basics of the game, like roles, laning, trash talking, and trolling. If you ban their main hero, they'll start to show their humble nature by giving free kills and donating free gold to the enemy, and some others will dive in 1 versus 5 and will become a philosopher lecturing you on how to play, how you should dive in along with them and die with them. Shut it, bro. You don't even know the horror that lies ahead.
Mythic, the real cancer begins!
No one wants to tank because everyone thinks they're Kyrie, and their ego is higher than their rank. They watch montages on TikTok and think they'll magically master Fanny or Guzhin in 24 hours. Reality check. They die 10 times and put the blame on their tank. And most Mythic players don't have maps because they forgot to download the map when they installed the game, and have the ego to blame literally everything possible. Lags, the weather, the solar system, or their other neighbor's cat without even knowing they're the problem. At this rate, you might need to borrow Dora's map. Mythic honor. You're out of the frying pan into the fire. There's no winning in this rank. You either lose the game or lose your sanity trying to win. There's no in between. Every match it feels like your team is against you and never learns from their mistakes. They don't even check the gold difference and think they'll somehow outdamage the enemy if they try harder, like they're an anime main character or something. Meanwhile, the enemies are like professional players outplaying your team.
Mythical glory, turn chats off for your sanity!
You're in the so-called high rank now. Everyone thinks they're drafting for MPL, and no one wants to pick first and always wants to pick last. Then proceed to pick the worst possible hero. They'll see an enemy full tanky lineup and still decide to pick Saber, only to ult their tank and still have the guts to blame their team, and not the fact that they lack basic knowledge. And let's not talk about the couples who are living in their own world, as if they're in a dating app.
Mythical immortal. Do you even sleep, bro?
You've reached the highest rank possible. Congrats! Only to realize it's like Mythic Glory with 100 plus stars, where some play over 1,000 matches with a 45% win rate to reach immortal, and the others, let's just say they are players who eat ML, breathe ML, and even sleep ML. They're like the final boss of this game, or like MPL players. If you see these players picking this hero with the collector skin, just turn off your device, uninstall the game, and touch some grass because you're about to get cooked. If you made it to Immortal, respect. If not, look up at the sky, blame your team, and hit subscribe. With that, I'll see you in the next one.